Check, check. Oops. Oh, thanks.
You made this public, right?
Yep.
Are we already live? Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
That's the worst.
All right. Hang on.
What you gotta do in the Dorby?
What?
I don't know what the hell she just said.
What do you have
What
against
you got to
Dorby?
do in the Dorby?
What?
Check, check,
Yeah,
check, 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 check.
Dorby.
There I am. Okay, hello, hello, hello.
Dorby
All right,
doesn't
and-
got that.
All right, shut up. Doing a sound check. Couldn't hear.
Sorry.
Andrew, go ahead.
We couldn't.
Check 1, 2. Hey, 3, 4, 5. Hey.
Okay.
Check.
Fuego?
2.
I mean, Fuego here. What's up, guys? Hail to Stephen
Okay.
King tomorrow. Talking short stories of Stephen King.
All right.
Daniel
and
Barker, hello.
Marsha?
Check, 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 check,
Check,
check,
check,
check,
check, check it
Mm.
out.
Give us a laugh.
Ah!
Oh,
No.
shit. Bring that down. Bring
That was
that
a
I
down.
can't laugh at you.
Remember that picture you...
Stay alert.
All right, here we go.
That's
Ready?
a real laugh.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Horror Show podcast / live stream. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Andrew Mercer.
I mean, Fuego here.
And we are here to finally talk what we've been threatening to talk for such a long time because we need to get it set up, quite frankly, you guys.
Hi from the left coast.
And that is, of course, Patreon. Now, as we've done a bunch of videos on, including a number of vlogs, including the most recent vlog number 9, where I talked to you guys live about it, YouTube has been cracking down heavily on horror channels and not giving us much of an opportunity to grow via recommendation or make money via advertising. So we're going to need to produce revenue other ways.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, it's super great. But yeah, so that means that we are going to have to jump on the Patreon train here, you guys. Now, Patreon, luckily, does not mean that you will have to pay us money in order to receive our content. We will continue to provide our usual content on YouTube. However, the Patreon will ensure you get some extra perks from the horror show and some extra interaction opportunities and some extra episodes as well. So you'll still get all of the same stuff, or you'll still get all of our usual stuff on the regular YouTube channel, but the Patreon will be a little bit different. We'll get a little bit extra. So, all right. So, yeah, Daniel Barker from the Left Coast and Dave are the ones that are here right now.
Come join us.
Whoa. All right. So, that being said, I'm going to need to be careful about the feedback that comes into the phone from these. Okay, so what we want to do then, you guys, is figure out what are the tiers that we want to provide, what are the things that we want to do for the channel.
Sorry, just keep talking.
You know, adjust it. Yeah, so there are a number of different things. Now, we have a couple of things to work off of as far as a model goes.
Yeah.
The Horror Addicts just recently launched their Patreon. So I thought it'd be good to go through what they offer and see if there's, you know, any ideas that we can get. And then also, Rubber Soul sent us an email after doing some research a few weeks back. And a lot of the research came from the place that Game Over Greggy landed after IGN. What is that? I forgot what they're called.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Mr. Message, you know.
No, of course not. But
Shout out to Rob, though, man. He's pretty much a part of the family at this point, you know, having done some kick-ass reviews, that strange sequel to The Wicker Man, which I did not even know existed. And
Kind of Funny, that's the website.
Kind of Funny, okay. Yeah, and then obviously the Dark Tower review. So shout out to Rob, and thanks for the assistance, man. We appreciate you.
Exactly. So, I think let's just go through. I printed up what Rob found on, you know, he sort of accumulated. And this is just sort of an example of how we can set up our Patreon, okay? So, the lowest tier would be a $1 a month sub gets a shout out on the podcast. So, we would essentially take a list of all the new people that subscribed, and at the end of one of our podcasts, or spread it out over the month, you know, we would just, for that week, essentially, we would read off all of the names on the podcast, which for us would be the live stream as well. So I don't know, maybe that's a little bit too much for actually maybe a verbal shout out is worth a little bit more, and I think a $1 thing would be the name on the list of contributors.
Well, especially if you get a lot of new people, man, that might be a lot of shout outs.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and $1, no, that's a little.
Or...
I think $5 maybe. So let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Horror Addicts because we'll come back to this because this is something that I think we would need to make some changes to, but we can do that live. But so the Horror Addicts, they did theirs. I thought they were pretty clever about how they set it up and sort of the categories that they used. So I'm gonna bring this up. They've got a few Patreons at this point, but a few patrons, I should say. But yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can find it. And
$10,000 sub gets my everlasting eternal love and devotion.
Yeah, at the very least. A 10,000 sub gets a blowy from Andrew.
Wow,
Oh,
that was
Oh,
Did not sign up for that.
censor.
Yeah.
All right.
One night with the horror show for 50 past.
All right, pulling it up now, and so we'll go over what the Horror Addicts did. And again, we're not going to copy them. This is just an example of what another horror channel has done. Okay.
Who you've done some work with, right?
Yeah. I did a live stream with them, doing a
Your mouth.
a commentary for Blood Diner. So
Blood Diner.
they do a bit of a.
Oh,
Yummy.
God. 15,000 and Andrew doesn't spit.
Oh.
Who said such a horrendous thing?
Damn.
So they start off with a little bio of the show. You know, hi, we're the Horror Addicts. We're a family of horror addicts reviewing all things horror on YouTube and blah blah blah. Get to know us through the various sketches and all the different episodes that we do, and then a little picture of them, and then it says, "Join our growing community." Patreon is an opportunity to expand our community and get to know our most loyal supporters. So we do a little bit about why we went to Patreon and
Hi, Sandra.
what the plan is.
Sandra!
The horrific truth about YouTube, they just hit on why also, you know, part of the problems with YouTube and why third-party sustainability is necessary. And then ensure YouTube stays creepy, and that's just, you know, make sure that we can stay there, and here's how you can do that. So the first one is they have a horror neighbor, and that is $1 a month. And hello and welcome to the neighborhood. We don't usually allow our neighbors to snoop on us, but we've made an exception just for you. Enjoy the perks, but remember to stay off our lawn. It says a personal thank you email welcoming you to the neighborhood, sneak peek photos of upcoming releases, behind the scenes photos and secrets, monthly list of movie recommendations, upcoming video announcements, and patron only polls determining the future content. That's $1.
So like a newsletter.
Essentially, that's what it seems like. Yeah.
Okay.
$5 a month is a horror playmate, and we like you so much. We've invited you to play with our son Lulz, and we have loads of fun for you to loads of fun things for you to do together. A shout out in our monthly wrap up videos, which are coming soon. Plus your name and a link of your choosing included in the video description. A shout out on your choice of either Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Access to our private Horror Addicts Discord chat room where we hang out as a community daily, and then plus all previous rewards. That's $5. $10 is a horror friend, and then you get monthly patron-only watch party on Rabbit where we watch a horror movie together, and then monthly patron-only private video call where you can chat horror with us, ask questions, and get to know fellow members of our community.
Just to insert here.
Just to insert
I think it'd be cool, like we were saying, doing live watchings or whatever. Do personal live watchings of the viewer's choice with them through a Skype call or whatever.
That would be more expensive than just $10, though.
Oh yeah, but it's just an example of something we could do
Sure.
as opposed to what we already have.
Sure, yeah. Let's see, Horror Cousin, and that is your pick of one of the following rewards. An honest horror review of your choice. So they choose a movie and then we'll watch it and do a review on the channel. Keep in mind that this is not a guaranteed positive review.
Not at all.
Or a first look video talking about your upcoming project, where they can inform us about the project. They spend if they spend $20 in a month, then they can have us sort of pimp out their project for a video. Or a guest spot on one of our upcoming live streams. Hang out with us live and or promote your work, so we could just do a Skype call in like we're planning to do otherwise. And then plus all the previous rewards. All right, so that makes sense.
Good.
Next is a $50 a month thing, and a Horror Addicts custom shirt when you join, with our logo on the front and your name printed on the back. Drawings, photos, and letters from the Horror Addicts signed by the family and mailed to you every month. A guest spot on an upcoming sketch or review, plus all previous rewards.
High dial M4 Masala.
Then they have
that's
it. Those are all the categories they have.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have an answer.
A phone-in question. So, is this a reoccurring charge, or are they just donate?
Monthly recurring charge.
So it is a recurring charge.
It is a recurring charge, but that also means that we would need to do a recurring thing with them.
So would we have to like set it up with like a PayPal or something, so it comes out monthly like that, or?
Well, Patreon takes care of that.
Oh, it does. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I would assume anyway.
I'm not that familiar with Patreon beyond the fact that pretty much everybody who is a big YouTuber that I watch now, whether it's like Campion, Makuga, whoever the hell, they all have Patreon set up now.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having like a newsletter type format where we can say, okay, this is coming up. However, that is time consuming.
Yeah, newsletter is pretty time consuming.
Yeah, it was
For us when we're doing so much.
Yeah, and I mean, really, that would just be kind of synthesizing our favorite things of the month together, maybe. I mean, like at the end of each month, maybe these are all the trailers that we've liked that maybe would be good options, or maybe films that we
that's not
reviewed,
a bad idea.
Brady
I
Wilson.
mean, best of the best, maybe. I mean, as opposed to having them have to do the work of sorting through everything because we do so much crap.
Like
I mean,
recommendations.
no.
Maybe we have a list of trailer abandoned.
Yeah. Those abandoned trailers could be a
Since that is
that people get.
Yeah, that's a new thing for us, the abandoned trailers.
Yeah.
Well, again, I think we do still make it funny. We really do give an honest review up until the point where we abandon it.
Yeah, we actually did like how many today, and yet how many did we actually keep? And yet I still thought we were having fun, even for the ones that were so bad. We don't want you guys to have to even waste your time with them.
we actually watched 25 different trailers, but we only kept about 13 of them.
Yeah.
So we're being more discerning, you guys.
That's us trying to sort through the crap.
The only other thing too is when I think about it, it's when you come to emails and newsletters and stuff. Those things are easily overlooked in your email, and it seems like a lot of time that may not get as much payoff. So
Well, but again, we'd be offering that for $1 a month.
Yeah.
So
right. So what's the value?
that's
of time?
up to them. I mean, if they don't look for the newsletter for their $1 a month, that's up to them.
Well,
but
I
we
mean,
can still
for us.
provide it.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about us.
Well, it depends on how many people. It depends on how many people actually go for it.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
If 50 people sign up, then it's $50 a month. It's probably worth putting together a little thing. just
Even
a
if we had
list
like a
and-
template and we can
Yeah.
just
And
plug
Fuego's been
in.
wanting to do writing on the channel for a long
I have,
time,
I
so
have.
maybe
This would be an
this would be an
opportunity
opportunity for you to
Yeah.
do that.
It's
One
once
a
a
month?
month.
You think
Yeah.
you could do that one a
I
month?
could.
You
I mean,
should
we
get-
would
you already
just
do
have
the
to-
research and have everything pulled. So
Yeah,
you just
really.
Twitter every damn day for hours looking at horror news.
Right,
So.
you could just
Could you just do like a front and back brochure for like the monthly news or whatever? Get
I mean,
everybody
it depends
caught up?
how like comprehensive. If we wanted to have images with it, if we wanted it to be like a PDF
I think maybe
file,
we'd
or
offer
if
$2
we-
a month for that.
I'd say maybe even 5. I don't know.
For a newsletter?
no.
Yeah.
What do you guys
But
think?
I think 2. I think 2 is
What do
okay.
you guys
include
think?
something else though, and I mean, speak of it more as a donation to the show than like a
Yeah.
full-on subscription
Yeah.
service. Kind
Well,
of thing,
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'll say $2 to $5.
Yeah.
What's chat say? What would you guys pay for a newsletter from the horror show?
Yeah. What is a newsletter worth to you guys? Where we basically we can say, here are the movies that we saw this month, and here was our overall thoughts on it. Here were the trailer reactions that we really enjoyed, and then here's the list of abandoned trailer reactions. If you want to watch them, watch at your own risk.
Yeah.
And then maybe a little
top
editorial, top story or an editorial from Fuego.
So like
the top news stories over the exactly.
Maybe upcoming game lists or something.
We got $3. We got $2.
$3, $2. Yeah, that sounds about $2 to $3. I think is fair for that.
A low donation would probably be a good idea for that.
I would say if you want to put it up to $5, then we would throw in like a sticker. Like not every month, but like
Daniel Barker just donated. Thank you, Daniel Barker.
Daniel Barker's always donating. He rocks.
He said if you're writing for a high tier anyway, offer low. So.
Yeah, well, we will get to higher tier stuff because there's a lot of different things we can do. So
Zachary, hey, thank you. He said I'd buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
So getting to the one that Rob did, $1 a month gets a shout out on the podcast. I think that's a little steep. I think. What do you think? $5 get or no? What is? All right, maybe $2 a month is the newsletter, and maybe $3 a month is a contributors of the month at the end of one of a video,
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is it like...
I think it just grows so fast that I think, honestly, I think it would be an additional thing to put on something that somebody puts substantial money on and not like a shout out, or I would do it more of like on the channel thing, like our top sponsors, they get like a sponsorship status or something, because I feel like it might be a little...
if it's recurring charges, though, I mean,
like,
you
it's
need
not enough for
perks.
Dave had a good idea.
It's not enough to just do that.
Dollar monthly contributor gets into a drawing for a T-shirt. We give away a T-shirt or something of the sort every month.
Yeah, but if there's only a few people that go for that, that ends up not being worth it for us.
Yeah, but for $1, I mean, I honestly think it would be okay.
You get more people entering in than what a shirt would be costing.
Exactly.
I think maybe $3 for that, for the shirt drawing. I don't know. Well, I'll write it down as an idea, though. Shirt drawing for an amount.
Because you're gonna have people that are gonna have to re-enter for it. So at $3, how many times are you gonna re-enter?
Well, but that's the thing. They're not going to be able to re-enter at $1. Their $1 is their contribution for the month. They can't keep contributing.
Yeah, but next month they can still throw in the $1 for that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's. I think a shirt is worth more than $1.
Each month, all they're doing is putting their name in a hat. I mean, I don't think it's enough to.
In that hat, right over there.
I keep thinking about reoccurring charges. Like, if I'm gonna put my card down to get charged for something each month, what am I willing to get out of that? Like, what am I gonna get for it? You know.
Right.
That's why I like the newsletter idea. Is because you're getting something in your inbox every month. It's
that the regular people don't get.
Right.
Yeah, and if we took the time to actually put it together with images and with a breakdown, I mean, credit the Horror Addicts. I like their idea of doing a month like wrap up kind of thing. The biggest stories, best trailers we saw, that sort of thing, and make that.
And since we're not going to be hopefully putting together the news, if we're going to the live format, that'll allow for a little more time to do this. Yeah. So the next thing they have is a $5 donation gets a horror show sticker and all lesser perks.
Again, we're running into that same issue of reoccurring. Like, are you gonna get a sticker every month? Like, so basically, you pay $5 every month to get one sticker and then a shout out. Like.
Yeah, how does that work?
That's the problem.
Well, then maybe
we can't send a sticker a month.
Yeah, maybe it turns into just when you initially sign up, you get said initial perk, and then you get access to the other stuff from there on forward. Or
they also
something.
said entries could be based. Dave threw in entries could be based on tier level. So based on whatever the prize is, if you're tier 4, you get 4 entries. If you're tier 1, you get 1 entry.
It's gonna be really hard to track.
Yeah, I don't want to take the time to do that, man. Like, come on, like you got to keep in mind. This is still extra work for us, so I can't take time to do that. All right, so I'm being completely honest, guys. Like, we're putting out 2 episodes a week, and that is taking a shit ton of time as it is. And I'm starting a new day job, which is going to allow me even less time. So
2 episodes a day.
Yeah. What did I say? Oh yeah, 2 episodes every day. Yeah, for sure. Guys, why are you talking into the microphones when you're doing that?
I'm trying not to.
So, but okay. So to the point though, I I do think it would be good to have like a tier where it's like when you initially set up, you get like a t-shirt, a sticker, or maybe you're now part of the horror show family, maybe it's a higher tier where they can get that offered, and then each month they can put in for either. The thing is like if you're thinking wide cast and you're offering to do watch a thing with a horror show, then you're opening up for having all these people to watch a live thing with a horror show.
Right.
If we open it up to, which these are really good ideas, it's the reoccurring thing that kills me.
Right.
Because,
well, which is where I think the newsletter would be a good start, and then maybe just kind of take it from there.
Well, that's why we need to come up with perks that we're willing to do in a recurring way. I mean,
A lot of people are chiming in and saying they don't necessarily expect a subscription-based thing, something that's reoccurring. They look at it as a donation, a one-time deal.
donation.
So,
but no, the point of Patreon is a monthly thing.
Yeah.
Guys, the point of Patreon is a monthly recurring fee. Like you are recurring, you're paying for a specific set of things that we only do for the patrons. So what that needs to do then, what we need to do is we need to be more group based. So for instance, the $15 donation gets your question answered for sure on a monthly AMA and all lesser perks. So I think that's a good idea. You pay $10 a month or whatever, and then you get one question towards our monthly patron live stream. Like one of our live streams could be specifically we're doing questions or topics that the patrons have requested for that live stream.
Okay.
That's something we could do regularly every month.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So we just have to be careful about the perks that we're offering. And yeah, like Marcia said, we can offer for certain things. There's initial perks. Like if you pay $25,
get your shirt.
You get a shirt right away, and then you get like bonus monthly things, but again feasible things. But you'll get the shirt and stuff too. But
not every month.
Not every month, just the first one. But the people that sign up for $15 a month don't get the shirt necessarily. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
maybe they just
get a bumper sticker. Right. Exactly. So we can do the initial perk thing, and then we do still tier the monthly things, but what we need to come up with are what would those monthly things be.
Right. What would be feasible?
So I think, okay. So
real quick,
monthly possibilities.
Brady Wilson. I mean, say hi to Brady Wilson.
Hi, Brady Wilson.
Okay, and he wants to know. he just saw Dark Tower.
Boy, it was horrible. I was watching it on illegal means again the other day. On Cody.
Why do you say that? Like,
I just wanted to give it a second chance because I didn't want to go spend money to see it again because I don't think it's worth spending your money on.
You're gonna get tapped by the federal investigators.
Bad, so bad.
Okay, so one question for a monthly patron Q&A.
Tundra Blue also chimed in and said maybe allowing voting polls for certain movies that we would review and letting Patreon subscribers dictate which
Okay,
ones.
I like that.
Idea.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so
monthly voting polls. That would be good. That's a lower tier.
More interaction.
That's fine. People could put a vote in if they throw $1 in a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put a vote in on what we review, or That's good. That's good. I like that.
That is good. Yeah, because we have people constantly in the YouTube comments that are like, "Hey, could you review this old, weird, obscure movie?" And we're like, "Okay, maybe," but we're busy, so that would be a good incentive.
Yeah.
Movies we'll review.
Or like the movie of the month or something.
Patron movie of the month. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually really good.
Thank you guys.
They specifically said classic 80s horror movies, but
80s is all the rage right now, right?
Gotta, I mean, if we're doing it monthly,
we can make that every month. We could do a different category. So, y'all choose this kind of movie.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah. No. And that could be part of the newsletter.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, what next month's theme is going to be. So think about it.
Yeah,
That's
so
good,
which
that's good.
subgenre, which decade, you
I
know.
like it
attack
when
Do you
the
have a
dots
pen to write
connect.
things down for your newsletter? Do you need?
Oh, fine, like,
Yeah, there's one around. Yeah, make sure you're writing down these notes because I want you to.
Check my Instagram. Oh
Dude,
god,
this
I
kid
think
loves
that's
you,
the
man.
I think that's the kid who liked like everything like on my Instagram in like a span of. What's up,
which
dude?
he really appreciates.
He likes
Ah,
it.
nah, he's cool.
Also, maybe requesting a trailer reaction.
So the
Okay,
biggest
yeah,
thing,
we could do another one. So $2 will be trailer reaction, $3 will be a movie.
See, it could be harder to do trailer reactions because they're more timely.
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
If you do it monthly, you might
It
miss
says
something.
only-
What if we did
That's
a
my
retro
reviews.
trailer reaction?
Well, it says only a few minutes to watch, and you can thank said Patreon for suggesting us. Basically, like an exclusive trailer reaction for that person calling it out wanting it.
If, hey, for
Two pretty
$7
much
a
covered.
month, sure.
Yeah,
Throw us
I
a
mean,
trailer.
if it's a retro one or whatever.
Yeah.
I
It
guess.
doesn't matter if it's a movie that they want to see and we haven't covered it yet.
No, that's fine. I think for $7 a month, they could throw us a trailer every
Now, is this
month, and
something
we would
that
do
they
a
would
reaction.
vote on?
No,
or
this
it
is. I think this is an individual thing. If an individual is willing to throw us $7 a month, they can throw us a trailer once a month, and we'll do it.
Well,
That's not that much.
Well,
I mean,
Considering it ends up being about 10 minutes
Yeah.
of work for us.
Yeah, but
for
the thing
$7.
is, I mean,
that's fine.
we're pretty on our game about the trailers, though. We cover pretty much.
But if there's one we missed, it's
Yeah.
it's an option. I'm just saying it's an option on the Patreon.
All I'm just saying, like, say you, and this is hypothetical.
Mhm.
Say we have 7,000 people that fall in that tier.
Okay.
Will,
And
get your mind out of it.
7,000 people go,
Are they
I
looking at our
want
feed
you
again?
to review this trailer reaction.
That's fair, but at that point we're making $49,000. Do you care?
Yes.
Then
I
I'll do
hate
them.
trailer
I'll do them.
reactions.
I know you do. I know you do. Then you'll get a
And yet-
proportional amount of the trailer reactions that you participate in.
And yet the funny thing is, that's what really caused our channel to start growing was when
I know.
a year and a half ago we
Well,
started doing
if,
trailer
if
reactions.
you know anything about me, you know that I'm not a big fan of trailers because trailers ruin movies
They do
for me.
They
Spoil
can,
shit.
for sure, yeah.
And we watched 6 to 7 of for one movie, which is an exaggeration, of course. But
Did
you
we-
know,
did
like, I
we-
feel it just.
Did we already do the watch-alongs? See if viewers would want to watch.
That has to be more expensive, and we need to figure out a program that would actually allow us to do that. I think there's one that just said GroupTube or something. Something has come out, but yeah, I think big watch-alongs, that needs to be a bit more. Well, no, here's the thing.
I think that would be a monthly thing.
It would be a monthly thing, but how much do they have to contribute a month in order to join the big group watch-along?
I have a question.
Okay.
So,
5? But we have to figure out a site that would host that many people.
Yeah, that's
Twitch.
true.
I have a
didn't think
question.
about that. It would need to be Twitch. No.
I have a question.
I'm listening. Yeah.
I don't understand how that works.
Basically, we are hosting. My guess is we're hosting some sort of room, and there's a movie, and then people can log into the room and watch with us and comment while we're doing
I
it.
have another question.
Okay.
Is because this would be obviously a live streaming thing,
Right.
would we need to get copyright?
No, it would not be available after the live stream.
'Cause it would
But
just go
everyone,
around.
all
Would
the
we get
patrons would
permission?
know exactly. No,
Would
you don't
we
need
need
to when you're doing
permission?
it live.
Okay.
When you're doing it live, you're allowed.
Okay.
Hmm.
That was
That's
question.
my understanding, anyway.
Okay.
So
That would be my only concern.
I believe that's the case. I'll need to double check.
Everybody, get this movie and
Yeah.
watch it, and we'll talk.
Well, no,
Or-
that's the thing. Exactly. Yeah, pull the movie up, and then we'll all click play at the same time.
And we're all in the same chat room. Is it
Yes.
live? Is it live? Like a chat?
It would be a live chat. Yeah,
Like
we're
a
there.
text chat?
Text
Or
chat.
a
Text
talk,
chat.
talk,
No,
talk,
text chat. No.
Talk chat.
Oh, geez. Can you imagine a talk? No.
For sure.
I mean, how could you pay attention to the movie?
Big watch along.
And do you have the option to kick people out?
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh.
we should.
We always have the option of kicking people out.
Now, so what would it be like? I mean, obviously, I know we have YouTube comments and stuff like that, but to actually set up kind of a message board type thing on the horrorchannel.com.
I don't know anyone that can or has the time to do that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think we manage that website well enough.
We don't
to-
manage that website at all.
At all.
No.
Yeah.
If anybody knows anybody that likes websites.
Yeah, if anyone, hey guys, we got a lot of viewers. If y'all know anyone that likes, that knows website stuff and that's actually trustworthy and wants to help update our website, then reach out to us.
Pass it
Manager?
along. Yeah.
Webmaster.
Yeah, we need a webmaster. We need a Ming Chen.
Never.
All
Shut
right.
your whole Wang
Are
Chung.
there any interns out there?
So the next one on
For an
here is a
unofficial
$25
I
sub
was
gets
hoping
you
to
a
talk about
supporter
that.
credit on the podcast at the end of the podcast and all lesser perks. I don't know what the difference is between a shout out on the podcast and a supporter credit on the podcast. So
Or
I would just say
producer
$25
credit.
a month is, big shout out to all of our special supporters that give us a lot in order to keep this channel going, you guys. Something, I don't know. What do you think?
$25 a month. I feel like they're gonna want something for that. That's
Yeah.
the
Something
T-shirt. That's
significant.
the
No, but we can't
sticker.
send it to them monthly. You mean an early perk at 25? We'll do the early perks for them. A sticker and a T-shirt for 25, and then what do
And
they
then
get?
all
At
the- and then
all the
all the
lesser
lesser-
perks, all the
and then
lesser
all
monthly
the-
perks, all the lesser
But that's
monthly
$25. The
participation.
thing that kills me is $25 a month. So like,
But remember,
But if you don't
part
want
of
the shirt,
Patreon. No,
one
part of
month you can spend
Patreon is an
lesser.
understood thing that they are supporting the channel.
right.
So, and I guess they do have the option to bail out after that first month. So then they spent $25 to get a T-shirt and a sticker, and they bail out.
Yeah.
They don't have to continue doing it, but the fans will.
Right.
And maybe there's just a lesser. I mean, I don't know. Again, all the lesser perks, as long as they're monthly, that's good. If you spend $25 and you can do this and this and this and this, plus you get the stuff at the beginning, then that's cool. I think a lot of people would be okay with that.
I still feel like we could do a poll list of some sort if we're getting into the $25 range, where maybe a film or a particular graphic novel or something like that. I feel like the purchase of that we'd still be actually gaining something. If we spent like $8-10 on a movie recommendation and sent that out to our Patreon people.
Like
I don't
a
know.
box.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, similar to what all those Box of Dread, all that other stuff.
I don't want to deal with that.
No?
Man.
Okay.
No, because
Okay, it's just a
I've
passing
seen people
thought.
try and do it, and
Yeah.
it's struggling to keep up on orders, and it's shipping costs, and it's inventory management, and we're gonna be doing enough of that with the perks alone, let alone
True.
having a specific
Okay.
box perk. For now,
Yeah, it was
we can back
passing
burner it.
thought,
We can back burner it.
suggestion. Yeah.
Let's see. A $50 donation gets you a personalized piece of physical mail from a random cast member.
Severed goat head.
Yeah, postcard, severed goat head, whatever, and all lesser perks. I actually don't mind that. I think that's good. We could figure something out to send every month for $50. I
For
think
like
that's
an
okay.
like an initial thing or just.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. $50 a month.
$50 a month, I think, is worth doing once a month.
Mm-hmm.
To be just a note or a recommendation or a little
No.
fucking toy with
No.
whatever.
Well, now
So-
you're getting to the box.
I'm
Yeah,
having,
I was
I'm
gonna
Just
say,
having,
one
that's where
thing.
we'll inventory.
One thing. One thing.
I'm having a tough time discerning all the things you can do in Patreon. If they decided they just wanted to donate, not subscribe, not do anything monthly, just
Yeah.
donate. They can't do that on Patreon. Like here's
I don't know.
$5.
I still need to
I don't
research
know.
it further. I
Yeah.
think we all kind of do.
because it's something where a lot of people are saying they would like to it's all one time. They don't necessarily want this recurring monthly thing, or if they sign up and we give them a T-shirt, then we're trying to figure out how to do a recurring T-shirt or a recurring gift. It doesn't. I mean,
Once
just to
again,
do
recurring charge.
just to do a horror show gift, you get something. So 1 month it might be a T-shirt, a sticker, a postcard, a severed goat head. I think that's the merchandising right there.
That's too much, though. I couldn't commit to that.
I still think
is
it
it
not right now.
Couldn't commit
Yeah.
to it at $25. What if it was $100?
That would be fine if it was monthly.
But somebody's
that,
paying
but-
$100 for.
Oh, you're still saying monthly.
For-
Oh well, no.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, the point of Patreon is monthly contributors. That's the point of Patreon.
I understand that, but are we at a place where that fits? That's a fit
That's
for
what we
our
need.
show.
That's what we need.
Okay.
We need monthly contributions. So that's why we need to make a plan that fits for us, that will get us those monthly contributions. I get it if they only want to do 1 month, then that's fine. Do the 1 month and then cancel your thing. But there's other ways to do. If you guys want to do a one-time donation, Super Chat is enabled. Go for it.
There you go.
Like we're not
Yeah.
stopping you. Why wait for Patreon to do it? Go ahead and do it. Like if you just want to donate to help us out, go ahead. The Patreon is specifically for people that want to support us on a monthly basis. So if that's not for you, fine. Throw us a Super Chat donation. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
the whole purpose of Patreon, is for monthly supporters.
I still feel
People
like
that watch us every live stream, like Brady. and Rubber Soul, and anyone that can get on as much as they can, that want to support us monthly, they will do it, you know? Like, that's the point. So that's what we need to focus on for this.
Well,
If you want to do a one-time donation, you can do that at any point, at any of our live streams, because Super Chat is enabled across the board.
I still feel like just narrowing down the exclusive bonus content, whether it's the newsletter, additional videos, whatever, and don't make it an exorbitant fee. You know, I mean, just $5-10, something like that. You get a few exclusive videos. You get the newsletter.
Well, that's the thing. It could just be as simple as
a small recurring charge.
Yeah, $5 gets you the newsletter.
Yeah.
$7 gets you 2 extra trailer reactions. $10 gets you, an extra review. $1 is a vote towards whatever review we do next. It's stuff that we're going to be putting out anyway, but they'll have access to it earlier or whatever. It's that way we're not breaking our back doing a bunch of extra stuff just for the patrons.
Yeah.
There will be that, but for the higher tiers, because again, as busy as we are, in order to take the time to do specific things for specific patrons, they need to have, contributed in order to justify it.
I just kind of feel like the higher charges don't really make sense for recurring, I mean...
No.
So, apparently $100 a month is a lot for people because they're asking us to wash their cars. Sandra wants me to jump out of a birthday cake for $100.
What about birthday canal?
Maybe.
Happy birthday,
Yeah, I mean,
Mr. President.
I was never planning to go up to $100 a month, but I'm just reading the example list that apparently, because who knows, there might be someone that likes our stuff enough that has the extra money that wants to do it. So we can put it up there, and it might be like, hey, sign on to a powwow with Cecil once a week, and for $100 a month, I'd do that. That's fine.
Stalkers.
So I'll put it out there. You guys don't have to do it, but don't shit on people that want to do it. Like, that's not cool. Let them be fans at whatever level they want to be fans at. We're not asking you guys for any of this.
No, we just appreciate you tuning in.
This is purely for people that want to contribute to the show. That's been my point the whole time. This is not required. Our YouTube channel will still be going. So you guys don't have to contribute anything. You'll still get all the same stuff you're getting now.
Still totally
But if
free.
you want to contribute, don't shit on the people that might want to contribute a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
And don't be like, well, if you guys are asking for this, then I expect this. Bullshit. No. If you like the channel, be like, oh, if someone's willing to support at that level, then go for it. I'm not willing to, but fine. Why begrudge that? I don't like that attitude. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. That's not supportive. That's not. That's like, what are you going to give me for the money we're going to give you?
Why must you naysay everything
Motherfuckers, we're giving you 24, I've been giving you 24 episodes a week for a while. We're back down to 14, but what the fuck? I'm sorry, I got triggered a little bit there, but guys, you're getting a lot right now for nothing. So the fact that we're putting a tier in that's higher, don't get mad at us for that, because some people want to support that, all right? Sorry.
We
Please,
love you.
someone jump in.
We love you.
It sounds aggressive, but I
It's
mean,
a little aggressive.
You just sit
it
in your
was,
tower.
but I mean, come on, give me a break. You're getting a lot of free stuff right now. Don't be like, well, what are you gonna do for me for this amount? Like, that's shitty. That's not the point. The point of Patreon is because you want to support the channel. Sorry. Someone else jump in, please.
Yeah, so just trying to figure out the tiers. I think the biggest thing is a lot of subscribers. Again, it's the whole monthly thing. It's the subscribers. When do we start offering up content? Because I know a lot of people want to interact with us, but we have to make that video. We have to go through, sit through an hour and a half, 2 hour long movie, edit that, make sure everything is okay and working. It does take a few people, hours, time, all that stuff that we have to set aside. I don't know about you guys, but I work full time. I'm pretty sure almost everybody here works full time. So
yeah, we would love the horror show to be our job, but it's...
Hey, Will, sorry, man, but that's how I feel about it. And with all of your shitty comments towards the girls on the channel, I don't care if you don't watch. I'm sorry, but I don't. Don't give me shit for yeah, no one's asking for it, but we're still putting it out. So you can enjoy it or you cannot. But forgive me, man, but that's not a great attitude to take either. So sorry, but that's the way I feel about it. Yeah, I know you're not asking for it, but we're still providing it. Sorry, man. Sorry,
yeah, and
go
I mean,
ahead, Fuego.
yeah, and just to kind of chime in with that, I mean, it is a passion of ours doing this, and so I mean, wanting it to, you know, maybe move into something that we could do full time is what we've always aspired towards with this, and so I mean, you can't hate on us really for, you know, wanting to try to fashion this a little bit better. So obviously we need feedback from you guys about what sort of content you would actually want us to provide that maybe we're not doing just yet. So, and that's where we appreciate all of you and we love your feedback. So, you know,
I know that we have a few people on Twitch that have, well, not necessarily subscribed, but at least followed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if anybody's donated there, but that's a subscription-based thing too. So I don't know, is anybody that also is following Twitch, would you guys want to see something specific? I know we try and stick to the horror theme
That
there.
could be another thing we offer, because now we do Let's Plays too. So maybe there's a specific game that they would like us to do, like a retro throwback game that we can do on Twitch or do it on YouTube, as something that they can put towards. I don't know, because there's different subscriptions. Like, I've been thinking about doing like either the PlayStation, probably the PlayStation one, or because you get a lot more options off of PlayStation. But and I could get all of the old Silent Hill games if I do like that 500 games a month or whatever. You get access to all those games. I could go back and do.
Is it through like
things.
PlayStation Network or something, or?
Yeah, like Xbox has it too. But the one thing I like about the PlayStation is that it allows you to record the actual chat session, so that when people are in there, they can chat, and then when we upload it to YouTube, or if we want to go back and watch the videos, people can see.
And see the added interactivity.
Right. Yeah. Which I think that would be worth, because if there are actually people willing to pay more a month, or not pay, but you know, donate more a month. Yeah. Towards that, then it would allow us to give a subscription like that, so we could play the different games that they've been asking us to play.
Yeah.
So
offset some of the costs at the time and the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I know I watch a lot of people that do cosplays and stuff like that on specific days. If they hit subscriber marks and stuff like that, we just have to find a way to present incentives to our viewers that they really want. Do they want to see us, you know, dress up as some of the Mortal Kombat characters?
You dress up.
Everybody wants to see me dress up. I know.
Cowboy Bebop and Overwatch.
I love Cowboy Bebop, dude. Jupiter Jazz two-parter is so
What was that
good.
girl's name? I don't know. In Overwatch, the one that bebopped your face.
Bebopped.
Did she bebop your face?
Yes,
she did.
Yep.
She bebopped your face.
Yep.
So
That sounds.
It's boop. It's not bebop. It's boop. And yes, it happened multiple times.
Woo!
So is this innuendo that I'm unaware of, or like what's going on?
No, it was the interview with Sombra. Check the channel. We did an interview with the voice actress for Sombra, Carolina Ravassa, and you can check that out soon. But she is the voice for Sombra in Overwatch, and I got to receive a boop from her.
Ooh, boop.
So anyway,
yeah.
Back to
the matter at hand.
Edward D donated. Thank you, sir.
Edward D,
appreciate it.
shit,
Thank
dude.
you.
Thank
Glad
you
you
for
could
being
be
here.
here.
But yeah,
I was actually laughing about Edward D's comments about my Felissa.
I think Edward D is another one that's on Twitch. And again, the subscription thing kind of, I see other Twitchers that can offer emojis and stuff like that for subscribers, and they're all personalized. It's their face or it's something that they talk about.
And you know what? And maybe if we did do like a higher tier, like the higher, like the 100, maybe it was the 100, but maybe maybe it's access to Phoenix Comic Con, because sometimes we have extra passes that we can allow someone to come in if they're paying that much money. We might not get somebody who does one like consistently, you know. I don't know. It's just a thought that maybe there's not a lot of people wanting to donate that much a month, but so it would be easier to offer that to one person that's doing that higher.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Or any of the other conventions that that we go to.
Phoenix Film Festival,
Mad
all that stuff.
Monster.
Or, excuse me, International Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival.
Yeah. Or
Once
even
again,
if they're donating
upset
at
me
that
the other
level, we
days.
might be able to provide them with a general pass or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just something out there.
Well, that would be a promotional opportunity where we would need to, talk with the festival or the convention people and just see about giveaways for the future.
Mm-hmm.
And especially as the channel has grown, I feel like it heightens the likelihood of being able to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But you're right. But you were right, Cecil. I mean, it is a donation thing, and if there are people there that want to be at that level of basically being a sponsor for our show,
That is what they
then
become.
then we would treat them as such. They would get a name, like even if we put it on the drop down on our videos where people, when you enter the more information, you can have
the
be a
description.
sponsor of the horror
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
the sponsor,
Click here and it'll
Patreon
take 'em right to the
sponsors of
page.
our of the horror show, and that could be the higher tier ones. That's helping us keeping the channel alive, keeping moving forward, helping us grow, allowing us to go to different places, because we would love to be able to go to different conventions and haunted houses and doing like horror nights and things like that across the nation to get you the information so that people who don't get to go to those things all the time would be able to see that, even if they're not donating, then they still get access to that, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We're at the point now at this channel where we feel like we could go cover stuff elsewhere and get passes to certain festivals and whatnot, but obviously the expenses of travel and accommodation and all that other stuff, that's what hinders us. So.
And then we also have, thinking about the conventions we do panels. So maybe at a higher tier, when somebody can say, hey, I think it would be cool if you did X topic for a panel or something. I don't know.
That would definitely be a higher tier. But
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the $100 mark tier.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can give them a ticket to go see the Comic-Con.
Exactly.
So I think for the higher tiers, I think that would be something. You would be more like, you are a sponsor, so you would get access to these permissions.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I guess we need to clarify, because part of Will's issue is that he's feeling guilted by us to pay money. And so that's, again, trying to be clear, the Patreon thing is only for those people that want to support the channel financially. We are not going to change what actually comes for free. So, we're not guilting anyone, Will. We are merely saying this is for those that want to support us financially. You can still watch everything for free. We're not guilting anyone. We said from the beginning, this is just for those that want to support the show financially. So
And they get
there's
a little
no
extra
reason
content.
to feel guilt tripped. That's all in your own mind. All right, so don't worry about it. If you can't contribute, if you don't want to contribute, that's fine. Just continue watching as is.
Yeah.
And I guess Sandra agrees with you. That's fine. I don't know if she misunderstood too, but that's the case. This is purely for those that want to support the channel and help us get through what we are already doing. Yes, nobody asked us to put out this amount of content, but guess what? That's what we're doing. And so if people want to support that, awesome. We really appreciate those people.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, and
so much so that we're willing to offer them extra stuff for it.
Yeah, because in the long run, it's just going to make us have the opportunity to give you better, more comprehensive
Just give you
content.
more stuff,
you
more
know, which
content,
is
that's
what
what
we
it
really aspire towards. You know.
And don't get us wrong, like
Hi, Tony Robinson.
don't think that we don't think you're supporting the show if you're a subscriber and you're not donating, because of course you're supporting this show. We appreciate every single person that comes here each week to watch us do our live chats, to go take the time to watch our videos and leave comments and interact with us. And not only are you guys interacting with us, you're interacting with each other, and we love that, and that's awesome.
We've seen our community grow, especially this year. It's been awesome.
We value that just as highly as we would any other contribution. This is just us saying, hey, we would be willing to go ahead and add give you extra content and spending the time. If you are willing to donate to the show to help us be able to do that. And if you're unable and can't, then that's fine. Your regular support is still much wanted and appreciated. So please don't get us wrong. We love all of you. You can donate or not donate. No one's judging. Nobody's gonna write your name down saying they didn't donate. So.
Right. Yeah. Although we will publish that list at the end of the month too.
So,
that'll be only for the patrons, though. They'll get to see that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, even though we're using the D word a lot here, guys, the donation word. I mean, donation often doesn't really feel like there's something that comes to you in return. You know, it's almost like a charitable whatever thing, but you will get something in return for this donation. So, you know, it is kind of a give and take in exchange. So it's not like you're just throwing money at us. You get something for it. So yeah. How about that Dark Tower movie, guys?
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on comments myself.
No, you're good. You're good. Hey, whoever isn't watching Mr. Mercedes, by the way, it's free right now on the Audience Network, AT&T. It's pretty damn good.
It is free streaming there? Okay.
Yeah, just the first 2 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, the pilot
well, they've
and the
only
second
done
one.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they continue?
That's what they've capped it off at.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So they're
just
only going to show the 2 and then you have to buy DirecTV?
Yeah, they're going to be on there free for... Yeah, that's what sucks. Like, who the hell... It's only available through DirecTV? That's the only place you can get Audience Network? Yeah. It's a damn good show, too. Brendan Gleeson is
I'm recording
ass.
it, so if you want to come over and hang out,
I may have to. Table cat.
Oh, boy.
Are we receiving some vitriol?
No, it's he's trying to get my goat, but it's okay.
That's what he does.
It's okay. No, I felt that if he honestly felt like I was guilt tripping him, I should address it in a non-aggressive manner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want any of our viewers to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So if he felt it and he's the only one that said it, there's a chance that other people felt that way. So I felt that,
it's not aggressive, it's passion.
Well, that's true.
Oh.
I do certainly have a lot of passion, or else I wouldn't be busting my ass to get all this content out every day.
This is the creator, the showrunner, and the predominant editor.
Yeah, I
right
mean,
here.
it's a lot, guys. It's a lot, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't love doing it. And I just, it's nice to make sure, or it's nice to feel like that's appreciated rather than like, what else you gonna do for me? It's like, all right, man, come on.
What have you done for me, like?
But I get it. All right, so let's see.
Well, I mean,
everyone's talking about Defenders, and I did watch the first episode with Brittany, and we did like it. It's better than Iron Fist, not as good as a couple of others, but I do like seeing Daredevil come back and pick up that story arc because everyone's still split up. And then I liked seeing Luke Cage get out of jail and immediately give it hard to Claire. Like, that was good.
I fell asleep almost immediately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As soon as I put it on, I fell asleep.
I was
well, because it starts with Iron Fist. It's like
I was reading the.
It's like ambient. It's visual ambient.
I actually haven't finished Luke Cage or Iron Fist at all. Like, I was just like, I just want to watch the Defenders. Like, no offense to Luke Cage.
So is Bernthal in the Defenders or no?
Who?
John Bernthal? Feel the Bernthal?
But he's the
Feel the
Punisher.
Bernthal. That's gonna forever be a Fuego thing now.
Feel the Bernthal.
Is he in it or no? Or are they just saving him for the solo series?
To be, but it is weird that they pushed that out before the Punisher.
Yeah, I was reading a USA Today review, and they were actually pretty harsh on the show. They said that the Defenders are all better separate. That was what they said. But, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I fell asleep, and not because the show was boring. I went to sleep because it was my bedtime, and I was tired.
Let's see. Marsha's gonna be a great mother, says Tony.
Oh, thanks, Tony.
Because you're being so level-headed. Actually, Marsha's had to be my level head before. She is pretty good at that.
Lydia Young, thanks for tuning in. I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so good night.
4 in the morning. Where is Lydia?
Oh, Lydia, thank you for joining us.
UK.
Let's see. What do you think of horror music genre? I mean, we might as well move on a little bit, just take a little break from it.
Yeah.
But what do you think of horror music genres like horror, surf rock, and psychobilly? What is horror surf rock?
Horror surf rock, some people would consider early Misfits to be, because later Misfits with Earth Blood and all that shit, they got more into almost like a death rock kind of sound. But early Misfits, if you listen to Static Age, it sounds like 50s, 60s, kind of
Beach Boys?
Yeah, a little bit. Just
Resurrected
faster.
Beach Boys?
Just faster. And even Dead Kennedys would be considered like East Bay Ray played kind of like a surf rocky punk type thing. So I love that stuff. I'm actually going to be moonlighting with Mr. Dirk Heron here on the channel playing drums for his Misfits cover band. So you can look forward to that at some point. Although it's just a cover band. So sorry, Dirk.
Fuego, have you continued The Mist at all?
I watched the first couple episodes and thought it was dog shit. I thought it was so terrible, and it's gonna, it was so bad. I couldn't even stand watching it. The acting was terrible, the writing was awful. It's apparently gonna be in its entirety on Netflix on August 25th, and so I promised myself that since I love the novella and I love the Frank Darabont film, that I'm gonna go back and watch it in its entirety. But it's just such, it's such a deviation. I mean, I don't know. It was bad.
He's actually into it.
Really? Good.
Yeah, like I don't watch. He
doesn't
watch it when I'm around, but apparently he is watching it and he likes it. I think he's not as deep into the background of the Mist. I think. No. I don't really know.
Well,
I
he's
just
seen
know
the
he
film,
watches
right?
It. Huh?
He's seen the movie, right?
I have no idea. I'm making stuff up now, but
no, that's fine.
But no, he seems to like it. I got turned off really fast.
I just didn't. Yeah, I didn't like any of the characters. Really.
I feel like it fell into that Stephen King curse trap.
Unfortunately, we are 1 for 2 for Stephen King adaptations this year. Whereas I'm really enjoying Mr. Mercedes. The Dark Tower was bad, and I mean, not even so much bad. It just lost the spirit of the book. I mean, the fact that it ended up really being about Jake. As I was rewatching it the other night, I was like, this isn't even really about the gunslinger. It's like a YA kind of following the kid. So I don't know.
I miss Bond.
Lydia Young did say she's from Holland, so that's why she's going to bed. I did want to read this comment from Edward D. I've donated what I've donated so far because I respect all of you, and Castlevania is perfect except the insane cliffhanger. Snuck that in there in the end. No, we appreciate everything you've donated, Edward. We appreciate everything everyone's donated. Daniel Barker as well, and anyone else. But you're wrong about Castlevania.
I laughed so hard while I was watching your vlog the other night, where you went right up in the you're like, really?
I had fun with that one, man.
Cracking up, dude.
I had a good time with that vlog when I was trying to push the poster back.
Yeah.
I was having a good time.
That shit was funny.
All right, Misfits is my shit, says Evil Prince. Rubber Soul says Green Jelly has a lot of horror stuff. Little pig, let me in. Look by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see.
All right,
the other side of the mountain was all that he could see.
Mr. Mercedes has a film? Will Rook says no, it's a TV show that just began.
AT&T Audience Network.
Yeah.
Sarah Marcel, sorry to hear that the Mist was bad. Sorry, go ahead.
And Brendan Gleeson's great. He's definitely the focal point of the show. So he's very good.
They have a really good cast.
Even Harry Treadaway, the kid
we're
from...
gonna do a review on it. But it's so
Someone
funny
just asked, when will we do a review for Mr. Mercedes?
We were talking about doing it today, but we'll probably push it back.
Yeah, sorry,
Give you guys the chance to watch it.
But
Hi, Late Horror Show.
Hey, what up, Dino?
Yeah, but yeah, we'll do it. But it's funny because I will say this is that we have different opinions about it.
I know you and I often have different opinions.
Yeah, not that it's bad, but I have some qualms.
You see, unlike The Mist, where they changed a lot of stuff, I feel like it's maintained the spirit of the storytelling in contrast.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
So, guys, we will probably have to have a longer meeting amongst ourselves as far as what we want the tiers to be and breaking it down further. But I do think this was a good start as far as Patreon goes.
And also gauging the viewer response to it.
Yeah, I mean, gauging that is going to be critical, of course. We're nearing an hour here, so let's let's just finish out.
Should we do hey, Edward, since you donated today, why don't you ask us the final question?
Yeah, Edward D.
Edward D is a constant comment.
Did Daniel donate also? I think he might have. Let's make sure.
Daniel
Barker. Okay, but Edward, yeah, you get one of the final questions.
Is there
no Daniel today, but Daniel's done it in the past, so if he wants to ask, he can too. But yeah, Edward D, you get to ask the final question for this live stream, sir. Whatever you want to ask. He's been asking some. Will Rube says, Cecil, I love you. Kisses on the nipples. I hope we're friends again. It's cool, man. It's
awesome,
cool.
man.
It's cool. You got my dander up, son. It's cool. We're good. We're
Ruffled
good.
his feathers.
If
now
you
he has
notice,
to
I
put them in
quieted
order.
down, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get control of
So
myself.
then you put the phone over. You guys talk.
I was just gonna be like, well, don't fucking watch anymore then. No, that's not what I'm going for though. You know, like I understand.
Passionate. Very passionate.
I think
Yeah.
Edward D's question.
Edward D's question, of course. Let's see how horror he gets. Yeah, Daniel Barker says third time today he's donating. So Daniel, you'll get the final question. Okay, Edward D says, do you guys like Coming to America?
With Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
one?
Murphy.
Murphy
That's
and
one of my
Arsenio Hall.
favorite movies ever. I can watch that movie all the time.
What's your favorite part?
And don't you get some Jamie Lee Curtis boobs?
What?
If I remember.
Really?
No.
What?
No.
Jamie
You are-
Lee
Jamie Lee
Curtis
Curtis
is
isn't in
not
that
that
one.
What movie am I thinking of?
Whoops.
Trading Places.
That's okay, yeah. Sure, it's another one with Eddie Murphy. Another 80s Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry.
Oh, so all the Eddie Murphy's movies look alike?
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
All
Is that what you're saying?
Except for Raw.
No, my favorite. I think one of my favorite scenes is the barbershop.
Yeah,
It's the barbershop scene.
scene's hilarious.
The barbershop scene is one of the best.
Man, Trading Places.
Oh,
I'm a
and of
dumbass.
course,
Snuck up on ya.
So you got all of that's Trading
Wait,
Places, numbnuts.
wait,
All right,
wait. The barbershop and So Glow.
Let your soul glow. No, my favorite part is no,
It's been a
that's not
long
my
time
favorite
since I've
part,
watched
but
it.
I
I'm
like.
screwing that shit up.
I always laugh when the chick tried to grab his leg in the basketball game, and he's like, "Yes!" And he stands up, "Yes!" And they're like, "It's time out, man." And he's just like,
Yeah.
"Yes, this is my favorite part."
Right. Yeah,
And then he
yeah.
goes to the bathroom, and another dude
Yeah.
comes out, and it's a dude from Africa that recognizes him. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it is you!" Like,
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
yeah, no, he's like, yes. He's like, that's a great Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy. I'm a bigger fan of Beverly Hills Cop,
I like the second one. Actually.
but yeah,
Really?
yeah.
We're still waiting on Mr. Baker.
I love that movie. Don't get me wrong.
Daniel Barker.
Okay,
Okay,
Daniel Barker. Daniel Barker, what is your question, sir?
Yes.
We're waiting.
Speak
We'll
now
wait,
or
yo.
forever.
While we wait, Edward D
Power.
did ask, "What about Nothing But Trouble?" That's the one I don't
That's-
like watching because Dan Aykroyd has that disgusting makeup on his face.
I
Right?
don't-
Isn't that one? Nothing But
Nothing
Trouble.
But Trouble. Wasn't that the one that had dude from
Or am I
Shawshank
mistaking it?
Redemption?
What about Overboard?
in it? Know what I'm saying?
People-
Overboard is the shiznit.
Oh.
Overboard is great.
I
Okay.
love Overboard.
Goldie Hawn and
Yeah.
a working class Kurt Russell.
I
yeah,
did
those two are
just
finally getting married.
Wait, what was I
see
looking up? What was
picture
that
of
one?
them together. and
Nothing.
But
time has
Nothing But
not
Trouble.
been
Nothing
kind
but
since
trouble.
Goldie Hawn.
Nothing but trouble.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know
thinking
anything
Nothing to
but-
Lose.
Yep.
That's yeah.
From Left Coast just said that's nothing to lose.
Yeah, no,
I
not-
just remembered it. Yeah, Tim.
I was right. Nothing But Trouble. Gross ass Dan Aykroyd makeup.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
And to me
Oh,
more.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
That movie freaked me out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the question.
All right,
Alright,
we got
here
the
we go.
Daniel
Okay,
Barker
and then
final
A
question.
lot of pressure.
Wait. Before we get into this, this is for you, Zachary Hay. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, thank you.
There you go. Okay.
All right.
Daniel Barker says, "Hi, a lot of pressure, so here it is. What age do you feel right now, and why?" Had to Google it.
Oh.
You had to Google that question? What is the best question to ask a horror channel when they're about to sign off?
What age?
What age do I feel right now?
I think
Honestly.
age is a state of mind,
Oh,
homie.
Right, exactly. That's
Wow.
the point.
So what state of mind do you feel right now?
Yeah.
I feel 24.
What
I
an
think that's
age.
about where I stopped. I think right around there is where I stopped. I don't know what's going on with this audio.
I don't know
Hearing
either.
the-
I feel
No, it's
I
not.
feel
Two
19
cats
rubber
smashing
salt.
into it.
You feel 19?
Yeah,
Why?
19. It was the most pivotal year of my life as far as changes in aging and growing and everything.
Okay.
Interesting, because men tend to not grow up until they're 26. So.
Well, 19 was like some of the most pivotal crazy changes. Starting college, moving out of my parents' house, all kinds of other crazy shit. So falling in love. Yeah.
No,
19 was the craziest year of my life.
I'm a 14-year-old boy. I think boobs are funny, and
I desperately want to make love to a schoolboy.
I think fart jokes are funny. I burp all the time, and
Yeah, you do.
no, like
And
I
she's
don't-
pregnant,
And I'm
folks.
pregnant. Yeah, I don't know.
She found someone that likes all of
I
that.
like to play video games and eat pizza and Cheetos.
Yeah.
I still
So,
remember the
imagine-
video where you were gonna kill Pete and he's like chowing on all the chips and it's like.
Oh, that was,
That was,
what you should really do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Back in the day.
Right,
Kill
yeah.
my deadbeat boyfriend.
Mentally,
It was the Siri
I'm-
episode, or
yeah.
was it? Was it
Oh,
Siri?
maybe, no, it
Yeah,
was Siri
it
Susie,
was
yeah.
Siri,
Yeah.
It was Siri Susie.
Siri,
Yeah,
Susie.
mentally
Hi,
I'm
Susie.
still a
Hi,
child,
Susie.
but that's
Yeah,
what makes
I
it
would
fun.
say I share a lot of those same sentiments.
That's why we get along so well.
Yeah, I don't know. I have an interest of things that were popular in the 90s, and it seems to be, if you were a kid in the 90s, you grew up with a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Hell
you
yeah,
had
we
the
did.
best cartoons, we had a thing called Skip It, where you put a rope
Skip
around your
it,
leg and
skip
jumped
it.
over it as it spun around.
I remember
Like,
Skip It.
We made the
I
dumbest
wanna
things
do that so
fun.
bad.
Who remembers
Um,
Crossfire?
Oh,
yeah.
Crossfire!
Don't get caught up in that crossfire!
Crossfire!
We need to come up with some like cool commercials.
Someone asked if you have a sister.
If I have a sister,
Yeah.
I do.
After your
She's-
description.
and she's older and single.
Oh,
Well then.
Dave said she's married. Dave's misleading people.
No, she's not married. They never married.
Oh.
They split up because he's a butt face.
Damn.
Giants fan. What do you use?
Oh,
Giants.
snap.
Giants!
From the left coast,
God.
I responded to Dave going, happily married?
Question mark.
She's single, ready to mingle.
All right, guys. Yeah, there's
Sorry.
some other questions. Daniel followed up with, if you could be in a horror movie, which one would it be?
Oh.
Jeez, that's hard.
Shoot.
All right, Daniel,
The
this is the
faculty.
last one. That's the
I was
last one.
already in the one that I wanted to be in, and I wanted to do another one.
High five.
I know.
The faculty.
Oh.
Yeah, I love the faculty.
Oh, Josh Hartnett.
Maybe disturbing behavior, so I can be Kate
What?
Holmes' love interest.
Oh my God! Why would you
Hate
want to
that
be with the
movie.
mousy face?
I love
Oh
Katie.
my
I
God.
love me some Katie Holmes, man.
Hey, Tom Cruise, calm down.
I know. She married a midget, and she divorced him so she can be with me.
That
one
wasn't
day.
her fault. That was Scientology.
Yeah, that actually really was. That's some scary shit. That Scientology. You want
You know
real
what?
scary stuff? Talk to the chick from the one where she's with
The other side of the door.
No.
You know what I
What's her
might
name?
do?
Leah something? King Queen's
Oh,
chick.
I got it.
Leah Remini.
Yeah, she has offered up some dirt about the Scientologists. My God.
I would be in The Purge.
Yeah.
Emphatically.
Honestly, when I was
Yeah.
a kid, I really, really wanted to be in the Monster Squad, man.
I
really
would.
did.
I would take Child's Play 2, and I would put myself as the boyfriend of the gorgeous babysitter that's kind of punkish that ends
Doesn't
up
he die?
saving. No, she what? Fuck you. No, she's gorgeous, and she flips Chucky off, and she's the one that's flipping him off before he gets killed at the very end, and she was gorgeous. I really loved
I
her.
need to
so.
rewatch number 2 because from my recollection,
2 is the best.
That is the best one. Aside
2 is
from
the absolute
one
best,
that you know I
period.
love.
Oh, you know what would be another cool thing? Because you know we do the reviews for the movie series. Like maybe one thing would be someone shouting out like what our next.
Oh,
movie-
choosing the next series.
Series.
Yeah,
we
or like a
review.
TV series to binge big time or something. You guys still, I've only watched a couple episodes, but that Channel Zero,
Yeah.
It's
pretty
so
damn
good.
good.
Yeah, I
man.
need to
I
get
can't
that.
wait to the next season.
The next
I need
season
to
looks
get that.
crazy. It's got cannibal stuff going on.
Well, we got to do a review of that at some point.
They actually
Yeah.
just put up the first trailer for it.
We can gotta get Lou over here. 'cause
Second
that-
trailer,
He
actually.
stole
That was-
that
yeah, the
from
first was a
my
teaser, yeah.
my one of my favorite things for 2017.
Speaking of which, is this American Horror Story going to be any good?
I think
I don't
so.
know.
Shit,
I think
don't know.
so.
You do? Have you been watching all the weird teasers?
No, I
they're
don't
putting
watch.
out?
I don't watch
No, that's
teasers
fine.
or trailers unless made to
Hmm.
by Cecil.
So I'm actually curious. Would it be cool as like Patreon type content to do like individual like week to week reviews of some of these shows? Like maybe make that bonus content.
Week to week, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe just make it like a no overlaid stuff, just like an exclusive stream of our individual reactions or something. I don't know.
Again,
It's
that's
just a
that's a 15th episode that we have to do then
Yeah.
every week. You know?
passing thought once again.
Well, write it down. Maybe one day.
Yeah, I mean, the monthly stuff is going to be the best way to go.
Especially with a
these.
monthly charge.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
I like the idea of being able to do like a group movie watch.
Mhm.
I really like that, and I think that's something that is a recurring thing that would
Yeah, I'd say that
motivate
in the
people to
newsletter.
donate. So I like
Keep
those two things.
keep sending all your thoughts and stuff to the YouTube, not the YouTube, the email.
Yeah, you can email us at thehorrorshow666@yahoo.com or at horrorshow666 on Twitter, or just the Horror Show channel on Facebook.
Give us your good ideas because we don't really.
Oh man, now that at midnight it's gone, maybe we should take over the hashtag wars.
Yeah, now we could get away with it a little easier.
But yeah, what would you guys like in a monthly newsletter? Let us know.
Yeah. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
I'm Andrew Mercer!
Gracias, I've been Jaime Fuego.
And remember,
Stay scared! It's the best part, now we gotta shut it off!
God bless you,
Oh!
everyone.
Don't break it! You break it, you buy it. You break it, you buy it!
I must break.